Hello, welcome again to Redbridge Lakes. A lot of people phone me up, especially the clubs when they've booked it, and they phone me up and they say, "How do you fish it, mate?" And it's a really difficult one to answer, because there's a thousand different ways of fishing this place. But basically, what I do is say to them, "Look, do what you do well. If you treat it like a canal, then you'll be perfectly okay. But let me show you." Give you an insight of what I can do, and then afterwards I'm going to walk around. There's a match on today. I can show you some of the anglers, what they're doing and how they're catching. Been a funny old day today, because we've had a storm this morning. The fish have been spawning, and now the sun's come out, bright sunshine, so I don't know what's coming out, but we'll have a look. Anyhow, here we go. We got lily pads over there in between the spits. And up against them lily pads, you'll probably find about 2.5 foot of water. So you can fish up against those lily pads there. You can fish down here on the margins on these stick ups. That's another good spot. On the end of the spit, you'll find your deepest water. There's an aerator right on the end of the spit as well. But you'll find your deepest water there. I think most of the fish live there, but they don't always feed there. Then you've got in the middle of the lake, or you can go out there with a long pole or a waggler. You catch your skimmers and that out there, or in the winter, or sometimes on a day when there's a lot of pressure on the water, the fish go over there. You've got the island, and everyone's got their little bay on the far bank, so there's no arguments. Everyone's got exactly the same peg. Every peg is exactly the same. You won't find any features different. It's all the same depth. So once you fish one peg, you fish them all. So that's basically what it's about. Now, how do we fish it? Right, in the winter, when it's cold and it's clear, you're going to be fishing pinkies, not a lot of ground bait and that sort of thing. You'll be chucking little feeders out to the far bank, fishing a couple of dead pinkies on a hook and that sort of thing. So I think I've covered that. I think most anglers know in the winter you just scale down and just take things very, very light, because again, you've got to fish it like a canal. In the summertime, when the fish come close, you can catch short down there. You can catch tench down there, just nice and tight into the reeds. You'll find obviously some of the tench will want to go in the reeds, so it's the same old thing. You've got to beef your gear up a bit to pull them out. Similar over on the lily pads. You'll catch on the lily pads. You might catch 2 or 3 fish up there early. Generally, you'll find they come in at the end of the day. Typical sort of lake sort of syndrome. Last hour of the day, you're going to catch a few fish down there. So it's always worth putting a bit of feed down there, and just keep a bit going in all day long. Out on the end of the spit, it's always worthwhile putting a bowl of gear there and trying that. Over the last couple of years, it hasn't been the greatest area, but again, you can nick 1 or 2 fish off of there. My favourite spot is about 13.5 to 14 metres straight out in front of me. There you'll sort of come in just out of the silt a little bit and go up the far bank. You'll find about 4.5 foot of water, and you can fish that in various ways. You can either fish hard balls of ground bait, stick it down on the bottom. Some of them put pinkies and dead maggots and all that sort of thing. Some fish it with just soil and put worms and casters in it. Whatever you do, you can stick it out there, and you'll go out there and you'll catch a few fish off the deck straight away. After that, a lot of the fish, they want to come up in the water, especially in the summertime. They want to come up in the water. So what you want to do then is perhaps start loose feeding a little bit of caster or maggot over the top of that. Bring your fish up in the water, fish nice and shallow, and then you catch fish off there. When it goes off, then you can start looking on your inside lines. If you get desperate, little feeder, chuck a little feeder over into the bay, you'll nick one or two fish over there. It's always worthwhile to have a few of those lines going. If you keep feeding a few of those lines, rotating them, catching a couple of fish here, couple of fish there, couple of fish there, that's the winning method as far as I'm concerned. This is peg 3, no better than any other of the pegs, so they're all flyers here. And Simon's in a flyer, peg 3, and looks like he's fishing down the edge in the reeds. That's one of the lines that I just mentioned a little while ago. And what's happening down there, Simon? How are you doing it?
I'm fishing chocolate, feeding past and a bit sloppy, having 2 dead maggots. Didn't really do too well long today.
Right.
Caught early at 30
Yeah.
Then some chopworm. Maybe 8 or 10 fish in the first hour.
Yeah.
And then I didn't really want to come in this early, but I've come in on these lines. I've had quite a lot. I've had probably 5 or 6 of decent bream, some eye, fishing a little section of worm.
Yeah.
Tip with the caster just to stop the worm turning over on it. And I've caught there, and I've caught on the stick ups.
Right.
What I've found is you've had to take a couple of fish, rest it, take a couple of fish, rest it. Loose feeding plenty of caster.
Yeah.
And feeding with a pole cup. Just feeding some chopped up worm and caster.
Brilliant. So you catch your fish, but you're having to rotate the lines. That's pretty much what I just said when I was in peg 2 there.
Yeah, I think the brightness, there's a nice ripple on it.
Yeah.
The brightness does tend to put fish off a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Oh. That's one of them little perch.
Yeah.
If that had been a tench, you would have had that.
Say when I've hooked the bream, some of them have come straight out of the water. It's different.
Yeah.
They're lovely fish, they're in good condition. Starting to get £1.5 £2 now.
Yeah.
The eye, they're getting bigger and bigger, 10, 12 ounces.
Come see and get fish for us, Simon.
I'm doing my best, Gordon.
It's looking good down there. I think if I was fishing that peg, I would definitely have the line in where you are. So I know there's some nice tench down there. But they will give you some stick when you're full.
The other line I'm fishing is
just down there on the lilies.
There on the lilies. So I've had skimmers on both these lines. I'm just a bit camera shy at the moment.
Yeah. Never mind, mate. It is about 2 o'clock. It's the worst time of the day to start filming, so there you go. You'll catch it.
Yeah, I'll get the odd one.
Yeah, this is what I was saying again. You can catch right down there in the lily pads. And I know Doc, he'll be fishing down there on those margins there as well. So, and Doc don't fish out any further than that. So you can catch nice and short. There's plenty of fish, the old bugger. Yeah. Yeah, it's been a funny old day, mate, with that storm and the wind and the sun. Yeah. It's been a funny old day. What are you just fishing? Maggot and ground bait?
I've got 2 maggots on at the moment.
Yeah.
Ground bait.
There you go.
Yeah.
Bit of ground bait, a couple of maggots. This is Billy Everett. He's got a totally different approach here to most of the other anglers here. He loves fishing pellet, and he's probably one of the better anglers. He probably is the best angler at fishing the pellet here. He knows it inside out. So if you want to learn how to fish a pellet, this is the man to watch.
Very kind, very kind.
He's not got the best day for it over this wind. You need a nice flat surface really to see the bites. But there you go, Bill. So Bill likes to fish it in the middle of the bay. He likes to be greedy and fish both sides of the swim. Go on, Bill. So tell us what you're doing.
Okay, I'm just every put in, just cad potting a few micros, 4 or 5 4-mils, and plug the ground up. Just every put in. If you don't get a bite within a couple of minutes, so come back and do it again. Fishing up the shelf now because you tend to get the bigger fish come up the shelf towards the end of the competition. But I've had most just past into the deeper water. I'm just looking up here now because you can, have a real good couple of hours towards the end and put a lot of fish in your net. But just light rigs, let it fall through slowly and ping a few over the top and you'll have a great day's fishing. Real great day's fishing.
Brilliant, mate. Thanks a lot. Just have a look at your rigs.
Yeah, it'd be a pleasure. This is the rig that I've caught most of my fish on. And all I've got is...
You're good, lad. If you lose by about 6 ounces...
All I've got there is 5 number 11s at that sort of depth. Sorry. 5 number 11s, that sort of depth. And that is it's about 4 inches over depth, just because the wind's blown about a little bit. Normally I'd like to slightly over depth or just touching the bottom, but because of the conditions, that's it. But light rigs is the secret, and letting it fall. I've had some better fish on the drop today. I've tried fishing at half depth with the pellet, but no luck. But the better fish are taking it as it hits the deck. Great fish. Give it a go. It's a real good day's fishing.
Get back to it. Next
No problem. You're welcome. Anytime. go.
Yeah.
Here's a typical Redbridge swimmer on the pellet.
Pellet.
Look at that.
Yeah.
Wonderful. Lovely.
All right, Cal.
Hello mate, you alright?
What's happening?
I'm getting a few.
Yeah.
Mainly catching on the deck with maggot.
Really? Oh, that's good.
A lot of ground bait as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's doing alright.
Are you having to put a lot of feed in to keep them down there?
Yeah, they're greedy little fish here.
Yeah.
They love a bit of food.
Yeah. And what about up on the margins? You caught up the margins or not?
I've caught a few there earlier
Yeah.
with worm.
Yeah.
I've not had anything down there yet. I think that might be a bit later.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we've just been round and there's a few of them catching down the lily pads and it's the only place they can catch.
Oh really?
But they're catching serious off it.
Oh yeah, they're
So,
bigger fish you can get.
yeah. So, yeah, it's just amazing. Billy's catching on pellet. As he always does. Yeah.
I've done alright. I've probably got about £20 so
Okay.
far.
So your approach is pretty much the same as generally what people with fish, but I'm trying to explain for the video that you know, there's just loads of different ways of fishing it.
I've caught on 4 different baits today.
Yeah.
You've got to work it a little bit. It doesn't come dead easy sometimes, especially in the middle of the match. But yeah, it's I've caught on the deck. I've caught shallow. I've caught on worm, caster and maggot, all sorts of different ways.
Right.
And all different fish as well. I've had, you know, the brown goldfish, and I've had eyed and skimmers and perch and roach. I've had all sorts. It's been lovely.
Brilliant. All right. So you've had a day's fishing.
Oh yeah,
Right.
always do here.
It's like you won something. Well, I see something hit a bite in a minute.
Well, it's funny, as you walked around, I had about 4 in 4 puttings. And you've cursed my swim. I'll get one in a minute. I mean, there's a lot of fish in front of me now.
Yeah.
I think there's also quite a few shallow. I might have to look shallow again in a minute.
Well, that's the problem here, isn't it? You get a few fish going on the bottom, then you start bad looking them because they're up in the water
Yeah.
and everything else, and you come shallow and they go down again.
Go down again, yeah. You got.
They keep chasing them around.
You definitely have to work it.
Yeah.
Fish a few lines.
Yeah. Come on, mate, you've got to get one. Got to get one from the camera.
No pressure, eh?
No pressure.
You're going to be shaking, yeah?
Trying to make you into a superstar.
Oh, God.
That ain't gonna happen, is it? It is. Yeah, yeah, well done, son. Hey. Don't lose it.
Small line. Nice fish.
That's the one. Then
You like that in here?
Don't drop it.
No.
Just show
Righto,
that to the
Jono.
camera.
How about that? Nice little tench for the camera.
That's lovely.
Just
look.
come round to see him, he's caught it. Well done, mate.
Fantastic.
Right, Jim, what's happening, son? I reckon you've probably got the blowiest peg on the lake.
What I set out to do during the day, I no ground bait up, nothing like that.
Yeah.
And then as soon as the whistle went, popped your wheels up. So if you want a lily pads and you'll just stand there skimming and that, but I've got to try it.
So what, you're catching up in the water now?
Yeah.
You're catching up in the water, are you? Well, you're probably the only one who's actually catching up in the water, but don't think anybody else has really bothered too much there, Joe. Billy's tried it a couple of times over the other side, Billy Walker, but he said he weren't doing all that well. Most people are catching down on the lilies.
Yeah. I kept picking up the goldfish, but
Yeah. I think the reason why people are fishing on the lilies is because it's the only place they can hold their pole.
oh yeah.
But,
I've got another one. Now I'll put in about a dozen.
what I'd,
Yeah.
that all helps, doesn't it? Well, there you go. We've looked at what we've got about 8 or 9 of different anglers throughout the lake. There's 14 of them on it today, and they're all pretty well fishing the same way. But you can see that there's different ways of fishing, different baits you can fish, and different lines you fish, and they're all catching 1 or 2 fish. So if you're coming here on a club day or something, then you've got a little bit of an idea of what to do. But the rule of thumb is be prepared to do anything, and just keep rotating until you start catching. That's it. Here's one for the end of the day. That's a good one to round us up with, wasn't it, eh? This is an up in the water fish. More than likely to be an hide. See if you can keep it on the hook, Jim. Ah, yeah.
Let's have a look,
Yeah.
Jim.
Yeah, don't throw it back, Jim. Hold him tight. Ready?
Hey.
Cheers, mate.